Imagine the most powerful CEO in the universe. Now imagine his own board of directors standing over his bed with 100 unbreakable magical chains. This isn't a family reunion. This is a hostile takeover. The Queen of Heaven just pulled the pin on a grenade. While the King of Gods is dreaming of thunder, his wife, his brother, and his daughter are silently measuring his wrists for shackles. No shouting, no lightning, just the cold metallic click of 100 individual locking mechanisms snapping into place. The coup d'etat of the millennium has officially begun, and by the time Zeus wakes up, he won't just be out of a job. He'll be a prisoner in his own boardroom. Last time Zeus played the hero, he overthrew the cannibal king, Cronus, and promised a new era of freedom. But power is a hell of a drug. Fast forward to today, and the liberator has become a tyrant. He's impulsive, he's unfaithful, he's dangerous. The goal of this mission is total regime change. The Olympians have realized that a king who can't control himself shouldn't be controlling the universe. It's time to move from an absolute monarchy to a managed committee. He's a liability, Poseidon. Look at him. He treats the cosmos like his personal playground, while we do the actual heavy lifting. Hera's voice is a cold blade in the dark. She's standing over Zeus's sleeping form. Beside her, Poseidon, the god of the seas, grips his trident so hard his knuckles turn white. If we do this, Hera, there is no plan B, Poseidon whispers. The sea doesn't forget, and neither does the lightning. If those 100 chains don't hold, he won't just fire us, he'll erase us. Hera doesn't blink. He's already erasing us. Every time he goes down to Earth to invest in a new mortal bloodline, he dilutes our authority. He's building a parallel power structure. We strike now, or we become obsolete. Enter Athena, the goddess of wisdom. She doesn't look angry. She looks like a forensic accountant. Logic dictates that a singular point of failure is a risk to the collective. We aren't betraying a brother, we are stabilizing the ecosystem. According to my calculations, the 100-chain configuration has a 99.8% containment rating for a grade A Olympian. Proceed with the deployment. Prometheus here, see that? Athena calls it stabilizing. I call it a coup. They didn't just want him gone, they wanted his login credentials to the universe. They began the process. 1 chain for his neck, 2 for each limb, 95 more to ensure his divine essence couldn't flare up and vaporize the room. They actually did it. They caught the King of Gods during a scheduled 8-hour sleep cycle, but they made one fatal mistake. They forgot to check the perimeter for the security detail. While the new board is arguing over who gets which department, Poseidon wants the sky, Hera wants the throne, and Athena wants the research budget. A shadow moves in the corner. This is Briareus. He's a hecaton chair, a 50-foot heavy lifter with 50 heads and 100 arms. He wasn't invited to the coup. Why? Because he's a legacy hire loyal to the original CEO. Thetis, a sea nymph who realized the coup would cause a massive market crash in the ocean sectors, tipped him off. Briareus doesn't use keys. He doesn't use logic. He uses 100 hands to rip 100 chains apart simultaneously. The sound of those magical links snapping sounds like 1,000 car crashes happening at once. Zeus's eyes snap open. They aren't blue anymore. They are white-hot electrical storms. He doesn't say good morning. He grabs the Master Lightning Bolt, a weapon with a 100% lethality rate. And the board of directors suddenly remembers why they were afraid of him in the first place. You thought 100 chains could hold the sky? Zeus's voice shakes the foundations of the palace. Poseidon, get back to your puddles. Athena, go back to your books. But Hera, my dear loyal queen, you and I need to have a talk about downsizing. You wanted to bind me, Hera? You wanted to see me hang? Zeus isn't shouting now. He's vibrating. The air in the room smells like ozone and burnt hair. Fine. Let's see how you like the view from the edge of the atmosphere. Zeus doesn't just fire her, he makes an example of her. He fashions new chains, golden ones, weighted with 2 massive anvils. He drags Hera to the very edge of the stratosphere. He hangs her between the earth and the sky. "You're a coward, Zeus!" Hera screams. her voice cracking as the thin air freezes her lungs. "You're afraid of your own blood. You're a tyrant pretending to be a king." Zeus leans in, his silver-white beard bristling with sparks. "I'm the only thing keeping this family from eating itself. Enjoy the silence, my queen. When you're ready to sign the non-disclosure agreement, let me know." Critical opinion. This was the moment the Olympian brand died. Zeus won the fight, but he lost the culture. Instead of addressing the why of the mutiny, he went full paranoid king. He eventually lets Hera down, but the trust is a zero-sum game now. The boardroom is a war zone. Hera is finally released, but she's changed. She realizes she can't kill Zeus. He's too fast. He's too strong. So, she shifts her strategy to asset liquidation. She decides to target Zeus's mortal assets, his illegitimate human children and lovers. Zeus, trying to clear his head, visits Earth. He finds Princess Io. She's beautiful, innocent, and a massive liability. When Hera catches them, Zeus panics. He doesn't defend Io. He poofs her into a cow. A literal cow. Hera walks up, petting the cow's nose with a terrifying smile. "Oh, what a lovely pet, Zeus. Such a high-quality biological signature. Mind if I keep her, since you're so fond of livestock lately?" Zeus tries to play it cool. "I'm not abandoning her, Hera. I'm diversifying the portfolio. It's just a cow, take it." Hera's eyes flash. "Excellent. Since it's just a cow, you won't mind if I install some high-level security. I'll have Argus watch her." Hera doesn't hire a guard. She deploys Argus. Argus isn't just a giant. He's a 100-node surveillance network in human form. He has 100 individual ocular signatures. When he sleeps, only 2 eyes close. The other 98 stay online, tracking every movement, every breath, every tear from the cow Princess Io. "Watch her, Argus," Hera whispers. "If she moves, report it. If she cries, ignore it. If Zeus comes near her, alert me immediately." Io is trapped. She's a human mind inside a beast's body, monitored by a creature that never blinks. It's a 24/7 psychological torture chamber. Zeus realizes his mortal asset timeline is in jeopardy. Every human he touches is now a target for Hera's specialized cruelty. He has 1,186 individual Greek hull signatures in his navy, thousands of cities under his protection, and all of them are now potential collateral damage in his marriage. Why did this happen? It's the logic of hubris versus nemesis. Zeus thought he could rule through fear and side projects. The failed coup exposed the extreme fragility of Olympian alliances. Zeus now knows his greatest enemies share his dinner table. This created a highly toxic environment for any demigod born on Earth. Hera established a permanent vendetta. She cannot assassinate the king, so she will brutally torture his human investments. She has weaponized his own infidelity against the species he was supposed to protect. To protect them, Zeus realizes he must legally isolate mortals from direct divine interference. He sets the first boundary laws, strict rules on how gods interact with the human supply chain. He's trying to build a firewall between Olympus and Earth. He thinks that by creating a legal distance, Hera won't be able to reach them. But he forgets one thing. Hera is the queen of the law, and she knows how to find the loopholes. Zeus thinks laws will save his children. He thinks the boundary laws will keep his mortal assets safe. He's wrong, because while Zeus is writing laws, a new child is being born in a bronze tower in Argos. Hera isn't watching the laws. She's watching the prophecy. She's waiting for a boy who will be forced to hunt the impossible just to survive her rage. A boy named Perseus. While Hera is watching a cow, a child is being born who will one day hold her favorite monster's severed head. The clock is ticking. Zeus will regret this, and Hera is already planning the funeral. Next time, Perseus, the first manufactured weapon. The human counterattack begins.